My name is Selah Swanson. I'm 22 years old.
So where did you grow up?
My mom is South African and my dad's American. I spent most of my formative years in South Africa, but when I was 15, my mom and I moved to the States. My dad left when I was very young, so my mom thought that for college that she'd like to send me to the best dance school that she knew of. So we came to New York. It's wonderful. It's everything that I've ever dreamed of. It's hard. It's very competitive. This is a competitive field, but it's my life ever since I can remember. And there's nothing that I would rather do. I wake up every morning and I'm excited. I'm excited to come and to dance and to express myself. Dance to me is complete freedom. The way you move, the stories that you get to tell, and it's all you. It's your body, it's your mind. It's hard. It's physically tough. But when you watch great dancers, the control that they have, and the freedom within that control, the way that they move their bodies, it's like nothing I've ever seen. Ever since I was small, I wanted to be just like them. This documentary, I want to be a piece about people that live with HIV. I live with HIV. And I want people to see and hear about my story and stories of other people like me. I want them to know that it isn't a death sentence, and that the stigma of HIV and people living with HIV isn't fair. HIV affects everyone. I learned that I had HIV 3 years ago. I thought that I had an infection, gastrointestinal infection, but I went to the doctor and they drew blood and they told me that I was positive. And I've been living with it since.
Would you be willing to share with us how you contracted the virus?
I had a boyfriend at the time that I had been with for 2 years. And I thought that we were mutually exclusive. But he wasn't. So I went to his apartment and I told him about my test results because I thought that we were both clean, and I wanted to know and wanted him to know that I didn't cheat on him. And that's when he told me.
So how are you coping with having HIV for the past 3 years?
It's really hard. I take antiretroviral therapy every day. I'm on these pills and they're supposed to help me. But the thing is that HIV weakens your immune system. I'm weak. I'm not as strong as I used to be. So I have a wonderful doctor that really helps make sure that I'm looking after myself. And this wonderful, wonderful woman, Jessica, She's also has HIV and has been living with HIV for 9 years now. She's my mother in so many ways.
So how has having HIV affected your dancing? Are you able to still dance in the company, or have you had to kind of scale it back some?
I really try very hard to keep myself healthy, but the fact is that my body can't do what it used to do 3 years ago. The pills are amazing, they help in so many ways, but I still have this virus inside of me and it still hurts me. I have my good days and I have my bad days, but I try to not let that affect me. But I work very hard. I work out every day. I eat healthy, the best way I know how to look after my body. But when you have bad days, they're really very bad.
How's your romantic life?
I'm 22, and so many people my age are dating more than one person, are discovering new things about them. And when you go into the dating world and you have HIV, it's sort of, before you even progress further than kissing, you kind of feel this weight inside of you to tell the person that you're with that you have HIV. And people don't often understand what that means. You know, some people think that they would contract it if I kissed them or if I just touched them. And that's hard.
Do you have a support group currently?
I recently discovered through Jessica the support group. Really, really interesting, beautiful women that live with HIV and have been living with HIV for the past 5 to 10 years. And I come to them with all of my pain and all of my suffering, and they come to me too. We help each other, we build each other. There aren't many people that understand what it's like to go out into the world and live with something like this. And I'm thankful every day for these women.
And lastly, tell us what you hope to accomplish with us documenting your journey.
My biggest hope is to reach other people throughout the world, throughout the city even, and to let them know and be aware of what it is like for people who have found out that they have HIV and how they continue on. It's about continuing on. Even though the pills elongate our lives, it doesn't mean that they don't affect us. Our bodies still weaken. You know, the way the people treat us is different. People in our families, our friends, turn their backs on us. It's important for people to know that we're people too.